161. New Year's resolutions is for suckers. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Lenny Reed, and I am here in my bat cave. Okay, my bat cave. I turn into Batman at night. You know what I'm saying? Drive around in the car and all that fly shit. Anyway, if you would like to support this podcast, please go to either one of those links at the bottom and just smack them for me, all right? Just smack one of those links. And also, this full video of this podcast episode will be on the LR Pod Patreon page. You go to patreon.com/LR Pod. You can see all the videos and all that other stuff that is up there. So you support me, I continue to be great or try to be great. I do what I do. Do what I do. Okay. Today, I want to talk about this bullshit. Yes, I said it. Bullshit. It is called New Year's resolution. Now, the reason I call a New Year's resolution bullshit is because it is. And I look at it as a promise to yourself that is never kept. I look at it as hype. And you know the hype. Oh, I'm gonna get myself in shape. I'm gonna go get a membership at my local gym. You probably go for about a good month. And then you probably won't cancel for a whole year because you didn't forgot. You didn't forgot they was taking money out your account for a whole year. So now you're a little heated, you're mad, you want your money back. So all of that, New Year's resolution shit just went out the window. But I don't know. Today I want to talk about things you should do. Or how about have this, sight for yourself, this goal for yourself all the time. And that way it'll help. I did have, a few New Year's resolutions back in the day, but I noticed they was never getting taken care of. And it was sort of like going with the hype of everybody. So I never got it. I never did it. I don't know. It was fake. It was phony, So I'm hitting people today. I want you to get on the ball yourself, right? It should be, the other 365 days or 64 days. That one day, New Year's Eve or New Year's, shouldn't be the day that you just I want to better myself. I want to make more money. You should have been wanting to make more money in December or June or July. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch up on that. But how y'all feel? Now, is it just me, or on an opposite note, when the new year hits, right, you just feel like money coming? Is it just me? It's just me. I don't know. You just feel like, oh man, my hands is itching. The inside of my hands is itching. I think it's some money coming. I think I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Yeah, money coming. I don't know. But it just seems like that to me. So what do we look for here at the beginning of the year? Okay. What do we look for? When New Year strikes, like I said, you want more money. That's the goal, right? I want to get married, but you was wilding the night before. Now, to get married, you have to be working on something or something working on you. You can't just say, I'm going to get married. I want to get married by the age of 45, and you are 43, and you're just messing with a whole bunch of guys, or you just mess with a whole bunch of girls. It's hard to get that kind of flow going. You got to know somebody. And I already told y'all those days is over with, getting to know somebody and just having fun in that limelight. But I mean, what else you got? You want to get a new job, right? And the job part is what everybody should be focused on. Now, everybody can't be a boss. Everybody can't start their own business. Everybody can't be at the top of the, the chain or the top of the pyramid. Right. But if you at least grind for it, strive for it, I think you can at least get close. And I'll break down what getting close is, a little bit later. But you know what the truth is, right? It's like you telling yourself this lie. You telling yourself you're giving yourself a mental push, but the mental push wears down. And I think it wears down because when you're looking at the form of internet and all of that shit, it sort of goes to the wayside and you go back to your normal life. So that goes away at the time. So that's why I say New Year's Eve resolution is for suckers. Now I want to break something down to y'all. You're either going to be happy or fuck it. And I'm going to break it down. Happy or fuck it. Okay? Let's break that down. Now, number one is a job, because you need money. You need, if you want to floss, if you want the nice house, if you want the nice car, you need that money to sort of contort. You need the money to get you situated, right? You need the clothes, you need to smell good, you need the food, you need the money to afford the healthy food, because healthy food is more expensive. Okay, so what you want to try to do is try to get a promotion. Now, if you are at a job that's promotable, which I think almost every job is, that you can sort of like get a little bit higher in that position, right? I think every job is like that. What you probably want to do is see a way to climb up the ladder at that particular job. If you've been there for a while, that's even better. You already know the your employees, your coworkers, you know the system, you know the language of the job, which I mean the politics. That would probably be the best place to get started at if you wanted to stay in that establishment. If not, I say the next thing is you want to leave. You want to leave and get a higher paying job. Now, you know your bills, you know everything that keeps you on the go. You know that if you overspend, it's going to be a problem. You probably have to wait a couple weeks to get adjusted. You know all that, right? So, you know your numbers. The key is knowing your numbers. And I always say, take everything you got, calculate it, all right? Car note, rent, mortgage, whatever it is, and just calculate how much money you got coming out every week, okay? Once you got that number every week, I'm not talking about the liquor money, the paying for chicks money. I ain't talking about all that. I'm talking about the straight up bills, keep the lights on, keep the cell phone on, right? Keep gas in the car, because without gas, you can't go nowhere. Keep the car going. If you're paying a car note, do it like that. Or the last one in this bracket, jump. Now, you have to jump with no parachute, and you have to push with no parachute, right? So let me break down the difference. You jumping with no parachute is you saying, I can't do this no more. I can't do this job no more. I'm gone. Peace. You quit. Being pushed with no parachute is more like being fired. Now, the crazy thing is the hardest one, this light is killing my eyes though. Glasses on next time. Glasses on next time. I'm telling y'all right now. The next one is basically getting fired. Now, when you jump yourself, you preparing yourself. You said, all right, my business doing this, the side hustle I got doing this, is doing that. I know what to do. I know what to look for. I know what to get everything in a line. I know everything, right? You straight. It's still butterflies in your stomach, all right? You see? Butterflies is in the stomach. And don't have a significant other, because what you tell your significant other, hey, babe, I quit. Would you tell her? Would you say I quit? What would you do? Definitely if you had a hustle and she is not online with just being a hustler. She not online with being self-employed, self-sufficient. She not online with that. Right? So what do you do? Do you lie and say, hey, I got laid off? Do you lie and say, hey, I got fired? That way there is no pressure. Because you imagine you got $100,000 job, $50,000 job, $200,000 job, everything going smooth, and your wife or your husband eyes, and you come home and say, I can't do it no more, babe. I quit. Her first thing is going to say, are you fucking crazy? That's what she's going to say. I guarantee you. Now, the next thing she's going to say is, what are we going to do? We got to sell a house. She start panicking. At that point, you have to have, please have, a perfect plan to get around the situation. Now, you, even though you don't look prepared to your wife or your husband or whoever that person is, right? You are prepared because you just didn't quit for nothing. So you are prepared. Okay. So another thing is, if you get fired, you basically have to do it. You're like, damn, man, I'm sort of secure here inside this airplane. I'm good. Next thing you know, you get pushed out. Right? That's basically what it is. You get pushed out, and you trying to remember what you was taught as you falling down. Like, damn, this is the ripcord. Once I get to a certain amount of feet, I got to pull the ripcord and the parachute come out. It's the same way, right? When you get fired, and you scrambling. How was that ride home? I'm trying to think how many times I've been fired. I quit a lot of jobs coming up. I used to go to lunch. Like, you know how you be at a job and it's lunchtime? Just go get me some chips out the vending machine. Be like, no, I'm good. And I just walk right out. That was the days that, my responsibilities was very low. I didn't have no kids at that time. And I really didn't care. I really didn't care. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. You just can't, you have a whole castle. You have a whole kingdom to run that relies on you, right? And ill responsibilities that are on the sole of your chest or your shoulders, right? Or your back. You cannot mess with those responsibilities because you yourself can bring the whole kingdom down just off a stupid move or a stupid play. Now, I'm going to throw a couple scenarios out there, right? So you can understand what I'm talking about. Now, just say you and your spouse, y'all got y'all first house. Y'all excited. Oh man, everything is good. You got everything, everything going on. Yeah. Everybody happy. You showing pictures of the house. You showing pictures of the house, right? Whether, on social media. And a couple years down the line, you thought that was your last house, but you're not comfortable no more. You want something bigger, right? So by some chance, you looking online and you starting to, Look at bigger houses. Both of y'all pay went up. You know, y'all feeling yourself right now. So y'all want a little bit more responsibility, bigger yard and all of that shit. So you put your house up for sale. You see a house, right? You see a house, the house that you wanted. You went to all the other houses, you looked, you went inside. Once you got to this house, you was like, nah, this is it. This is the one that I want. You lock it. Now, that house is locked. You know, it's a certain amount of time. You put your money down. They're closing. They are trying to set the closing date. The house you have, you didn't even put it on the market yet. Right? So you put that house on the market as the other house, the house that you just, put the offer in for. The closing date is coming. It's coming. It's coming. This house is the one you went is you got it, for sale, but not one person came to look at it. The normal person will probably just pull back, say, all right, this shit is getting too rough. My nerves are shot. Right? My nerves are shot. It's getting too rough. What should I do? But it tells you the different kind of people that you are dealing with here, because they will keep going. Their goal is to get this house sold. So now the other property of the closing is right around the corner. The other house haven't, not a one person even came to see it yet. I mean, somebody got to come see it to actually be sold, right? So the house owners, they're calling their realtor to call your realtor and saying, what's the holdup? But your realtor is saying, can we push it back? That realtor is hooping, hollering, cursing, or whatever. No, we're not pushing nothing back. My client is ready to sell, and if not, y'all going to lose y'all money. But in that sense, it's not scaring you. It's not scaring your spouse. And y'all hold out. Down to the wire, down to the day. So through a clause that was probably not known to you, the realtor was able to push the closing date back 30 days without losing money. It's actually legal. Pushed it back 30, I think it's 30 days or a week or something like that, a couple of weeks. I'm not sure, but do you know they was furious, those people that owned the house? They was furious. But your house still hasn't been sold yet. Nobody even came to see it yet. Okay, you got an extension, but nobody came to see it yet. Now, all of a sudden, somebody come to see your house. Come see it. You got to hide or whatever, try to get out of there before they come and, walk around and everything. Nothing. They just came to look. They ain't put no offer in. They kept it pushing. The last week. Oh, we got an offer. Oh. Somebody that came in for the lady. Okay. It's a process, though. We still might miss the closing of the other house. Now you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. So if we miss the closing to the other house, we're going to lose that house. And then you telling me that we might lose this house. and we just be asked out with no house. At that point, that's what you call playing cards. That's what you call gambling. That's what you call, some people might call stupid, but anyway, you say, all right, let's go. Let's get it. Next thing you know, the person that want to buy the house that you in now has a cash offer. That's way quicker than going through the bank. So right at the deadline, you're able to sell your house, go into the house you want, and gets the house for $20,000 less. So the moral of the story is taking chances, jumping, doing shit that's a little bit nerves wrecking, a little bit off the wall, off the hinges. Without risk, there is no rewards. So I say this to say that when it comes down to jumping, if you have a business or you have something that you're doing that you think can at least give you peace of mind or some kind of setup that's way better than what you're doing, jump. The job gives you just enough to live. It seemed like a job just feeds you just enough. You can't grow. You can't build. And the days of retiring is out of here. So happy or fuck it, that is the first thing you have to figure out before you go to the next level. The first thing you have to figure out is basically the money aspect of your life. Job? Get a better job? Jump on your own. Do your own thing. Now, jumping on your own, that's scary. Okay. Now, the next thing will be this, and I'm going to break this up in two right here, is your health. Yes, money is all beautiful and all, but without proper health, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if you got tons and tons of cash, but you bedridden. It don't matter if, your bank account got mad zeros, but your lungs got mad holes from, cancer or something like that. So for men, number one is prostate. Got to get your prostate checked. Now, I know a lot of y'all's like, ain't nobody sticking no finger up my ass. I understand that, fellas. But they do have female doctors if that's the issue. If you have an issue of a guy sticking his finger up your ass, which is understandable, they do have female doctors. But you probably rather want somebody sticking their finger up your ass opposed to your ass just rotting and falling out. You don't want that, right? To the point it just rot. You can't even shit. You got to get shit tucking out a certain way because all of that shit just turned into rotten meat. So you got to make it graphic for people to understand. Now, another thing, you have to get your colon checked. Okay. And that's basically a colonoscopy. And another thing, they basically put a camera tube up your ass and they're able to see the walls of the colon. See if you got any polyps. What's it called? Polyps? So with that, you want to make sure the food you are eating is good. And as it comes down, it's not messing up the walls. You don't have any blockage. You don't have all that other crazy stuff that's going on. So the key to that is eating good, but also you have to check your health. You have to go. And like I said, out of me doing the research, guys are really scared of the prostate test, the finger test. Now, the crazy part is I have no issue with it. I'm strong in my spot. I'm strong in my spot. I have no issue with it. I had it done 2 times. And the last doctor I went to, which is female, she's like, I don't do all that. Like, yo, ain't you a doctor? Like, I don't do all that. So I have to still get it done because I don't want it to just go crazy. And when I catch on to it, they're like, sir, you're stage 4 or you're stage 5 or something like that. So you must, number one, prostate check. Get your prostate checked. Okay? I don't know the age for that. I think it's 40 and up. Number 2, get the colonoscopy. I think that's 45 or 50 or something like that. And once you get it done, you don't have to go back for 5 years. They put you to sleep and you're basically done. So you want to check that out, colonoscopy. Another thing is cholesterol. Get your cholesterol checked. Make sure your numbers is good. Make sure you get a full blood test. Make sure everything is good. All right. Blood glucose. You don't want to walk around with diabetes and you don't even know it. So you want to take care of your glucose. You want to get all of that taken care of. Now let's move to the females here. Hey, ladies, if y'all listening. You want to get a mammogram, right? So they put the breast on a plate and they squash down, right? I think I seen something like that. I'm not sure, but you want to get the mammogram. You want to get your cholesterol checked. And another killer for females, sort of similar to prostate for men, is ovarian cancer. And it's a whole bunch of stuff that come with that. So y'all probably want to Google that. You probably know about that. Make sure everything is right with that. So ovarian cancer, get that taken care of. Now, so where we at now? We at the job, your money situation. What's the job? You don't stay where you at. Try to climb up the ladder some way, somehow this year. Okay. Just try to get a better job, try to get a raise or something like that. Try to up the ladder this year. Okay. Your health is, I mean, chill with the hot dogs, chill with the hamburgers. I mean, you can eat that on the weekends. This is my thing. I eat healthy all week, Monday to Friday, and then I wow out on the weekend. I think that'd be something cool for guys to do and gals to do. And the last one here that I have is maintaining mental health. Now, at your job, you should be able to disconnect once you leave your job. You should not be bringing work stress home. You shouldn't be doing that. It affects the family. You taking it to sleep. You don't. Why would you want to do that? Just control your mental health. Do the Musa. I can't do it because I got these headphones on, but you got to rub your ears like Homeboy's doing a bad boy, right? Just do the Musa. You know what I'm saying? Just breathe it out. Don't let nobody touch you, though. Somebody touch you, just wash. You wash somebody if they touch you. But if they don't touch you, just don't let it even get to you. So stress is the number one, okay? Money, health, control the stress input, right? You can't block all the stress, but you can control it. You can try to level it out. So the moral of the story is this. New Year's resolutions are for suckers. Consistency is what you go for. You can have 4 things that you are consistent with. I say add a 5th, add 5. Okay? So make sure your health is good, your money right, you control the stress, you have fun. You got to have a vice. Okay? You got to have fun. Got to have fun. You got to enjoy your life. Don't be one of those cats that be like, oh, I don't want to go nowhere because I'm saving up for this in a couple years. No, you can still go somewhere and save. So have fun, live your life, enjoy it, look at yourself. You be a cocky, arrogant person. Okay? Love yourself first. Like I always say, stingy people live longer. Think about that. Don't let that go over your head. Stingy people live longer than people that care about everything people say about them, or people that want to help everybody. As you help people, you giving yourself away, and you will have nothing else left. You all right? All right, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you all for listening to Lenny Reed Pod. Get out of here.